Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. Why story? That's the point of this story. So last night I was in a weekly Bible study that I am in with my church. And don't check out. I know I said Bible study, but don't leave. And it feels like a PhD seminar that I don't have to pay for, which really makes me very happy. We're studying the book of Mark right now, and we were talking about parable. And in this Bible study, there are lawyers and professors and English teachers and doctors and neurosurgeons. And it is a fantastic collective, politicians to study with. And it's not so much what they do, but how all of their diverse thinking and their experiences contribute to this unveiling. And we were talking about story and why would Jesus use these parables that nobody understood and then take his disciples aside and say, okay, I'll explain to you. And I was sitting there thinking about story that way. And why does Mark just kind of rush through with the details, and then, other books that were written afterwards, other gospels kind of explain it even more. And two things became apparent. One, when I was a couple of years ago, I was writing a novel. Well, I was sick with the flu and I thought I was dying. And I decided I wanted to have something that I would leave. And every day I would wake up and pass out and wake up and pass out. And during my waking hours, I would write because I was leaving something behind and it was being done immediately. And so, Mark's favorite word, immediately. And so I was writing, writing, writing. And I turned it in to my literary agent, who said, "This is brilliant. This is amazing. It's really short." And I said, "Well, in all fairness to me, I thought I was dying." And so she was like, "Well, but you didn't. So expand on this." And then you get Luke and Matthew. So the other part is the story part. Why parable? When I tell a story, it paints a picture. And we know that if something is the more of your senses you used, the more of them that you use to see something, to learn something, then it heightens your memory for a much longer period of time. So if you're seeing it, hearing it, tasting it, touching it, seeing it, and if I tell a story, it can evoke and wake up almost all of your senses. And so the parables, when you think of the parables that your parents told you, your grandparents told you, they kind of mean nothing when they're saying them to you. You're like, okay, whatever. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And you walk around, and then you get a little bit older and you go, wait a minute, if it's my cake, why can't I have it and eat it too? And then you get a little older and you go, oh, they're meaning you cannot have your cake, have it sitting here, eat it, and have it still be sitting here. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. Well, the well's not going to run dry. Come on, we don't get water from a well. We turn on the faucet. What are you talking about? Never miss the water till the well runs dry. And then you have that relationship that you don't really appreciate, and then they're gone, and that comes back when you turn on a faucet. Never miss the water till the well runs dry. So those parables stay. We are wired for narrative this way. We are wired to connect to story this way, neurologically so. And then as we grow, as we become wiser, the full meaning is displayed, unfurled, opened up, blossomed within you, and never forgotten. Why story? Because as a sociologist and someone who taught statistics, I know that all stats do are gather a bunch of stories to tell one big story. Or as that brilliant feminist poet Muriel Rukeyser said, the world is not connected by tiny atoms. It's connected by our stories. I so love you, and I love the stories you wake up in me.